Hello, everyone. My name is Kris Reilly, and I'm the Public Engagement Information Manager for the Victor Valley Union High School District. And it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ratmony Yee, who is our new Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. Now, Dr. Yee has actually been with us before. This is her second stint in our district, and she was in this very same position a few years ago. She went to a couple of other districts and expanded her horizons and had some more experiences, which we'll talk about in a minute here. But we're very happy to have her back after this 5 or 6 years or so. Very happy to have her back on board. And so it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Ratmony Yee. And how are you doing today, Dr. Yee?
Hi, I'm good. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking.
So tell us a little bit about first of all, your decision to come back here and kind of what you were doing in the interim and what it's like to be back so far.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I just am so appreciative for just the opportunity to come back to Victorville and really work with our students and our families and our staff. When I left here, and that was about 5 years ago, I had the opportunity to actually become a principal of a middle school and did that for about 3 years. And then after that was promoted to Executive Director of Curriculum and Assessment for Riverside Unified School District and sat in that role for the last 2 years. And it was a difficult time during the pandemic, as I'm sure all of us are aware. But we had so much great things that occurred and lots of creative and innovative ways in which we used to educate our children. So just so happy to be back and really wanting to focus on two very, very important things that's dear to my heart, and that is student learning and student well-being. So glad to be here.
So some of the folks who are watching this may not know exactly what is an assistant superintendent of educational services. What does this job entail? And tell us a little bit about what you'll be doing for the district.
So I was kind of joking around a little bit because, especially in a smaller district, I would tell my colleagues that Ed services is pretty much everything. The only things that we don't do is we don't hire and we don't fire and we don't pay people. So when you're looking at Ed services, my role really is all about curriculum and assessment, instruction, student learning, all of the wellness and just making sure that we take care of our students' social emotional well-being, working with families, working with our teachers, really building people's capacity so that it gets down to the student level so that our students can be successful. So like I said, outside of just HR and outside of business services, it really is all about Ed services, and that's exciting.
So why don't we just talk a little bit about your history and how you got into education, and if you can just kind of give me the Cliff Notes version of how you got here and ended up doing what you're doing.
So just a little bit about myself. I actually immigrated, my family and I immigrated to the United States in 1981 from a small country in Southeast Asia called Cambodia. At that time, it was a very difficult time, and we were very fortunate to have arrived safely to the United States, landed in Texas, was there for a few years, and then moved to California in 1985. Decided that my passion was about educating students, got into teaching. Very proud to say that I'll be starting my 26th year in education and have worked from anywhere from TK to college. So I've taught at Cal State Long Beach as an adjunct professor for a few years before I got into K-12 teaching, and have just really enjoyed the journey. And it really is about getting to know people and really learning about our students and their stories and really meeting their needs. That is absolutely our moral imperative. We owe it to our community, and they pay taxes. And our job is really to educate our students. So that, again, is my focus: student learning, student well-being. So excited to start the work.
All right. And you already touched on this a couple of times, but just to wrap this up, is there anything else you want to say about the coming school year or anything you want to say to our parents and students out there?
I think it's just not only just from a place in my heart of just gratitude and appreciation. The pandemic has just posed a challenge for everyone in every seat. And I think we have to remember that, the trauma that all of us experienced, we need to take care of that first. Before learning can occur, we have to take care of our kids and the things that they did face during that time and losses and so forth. So I just want to thank in advance. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your partnership. And I look forward to working with everyone very closely to really focus on what our students need in Victor Valley Union High School District. So again, thank you for having me. I look forward to meeting everyone and just having a fantastic year.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Yee, and best of luck to you. And we're very happy to have you back. We'll be seeing you again for one of our live streams that we're going to be doing on August 3rd. So we'll be looking forward to having you participate in that. And those of you out there who have questions for Dr. Yee or any of us can speak to us directly. So we'll be looking forward to that. And thanks again, Dr. Yee. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, thanks. So thanks everyone for joining us. And again, welcome to Dr. Ratmony Yee, our new Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. Thanks everyone. See you next time.